And no, I haven't done the tea yet, so it will be an aeroplane taking off, I'm afraid. Apologies, Simon and Crispy. Oh, I need to do a whoosh delivery and get more. Yes, sorry about this. Yes, I am putting mineral water in the freaking kettle. I can't cope with the lime scale any longer. Right, so yeah, this one's going to be a random one. I mean, obviously the others aren't that random. Right, there we go. I need some water. Yeah, I've literally just rolled out of my pit, so there we go. Right, some water in that. Morning, Limelight. How are you? I'm just trying to put it in the microwave. There we go. I'll take you in the lounge for a sec while the kettle's on. Okay, nice bit of door opening with my elbow. Quite pleased with that. Good morning, Steph. Good morning, Twisted. I'll show you earlier. If I can't stay, I'll watch back. Yes, sure. Yeah, no, I know. Going through a little phase of. The thing is with me is when probably a warning here, a minimal amount of reseller content coming in a while. Before that, me rambling. So the usual, really. Yeah, I have things to say after I sleep. So I wake up with thoughts and ideas, and I'm like, I'm going to have to share this. But by the by, morning, Gary, I'm starting to, I don't want to think about this too much, but just had a lot of noise when I was in the bathroom, like banging noises, and not banging like that. And so there's no one living underneath, like the flat downstairs empty. There's a guy in the basement. And then we're not attached to anything on that side. This is the end of like the villas, and then it's a terrace. So, and I kept thinking the banging noises that I can hear quite often are, maybe it is, what the fuck was that? See, did you hear that noise? That was quite loud. I was feeling like it was pipes. But sometimes, like, it goes on so long. I'm now starting to think, because this is a really old building, and I know some people can't cope with this, but what was it, 1800s and something, this was built by a family, and so it's called Henry and Charlotte Villas because it was for I think Henry and Charlotte were the children, or the brother and sister that built it, I can't remember which. So it's a really old building, but the noises are starting to get, I'd put it off as like pipe noises. They're getting louder and more sustained, and I'm starting to feel that, is it pipes? Like, anyway, I'll just leave you with that. Yes, we heard it. Yeah, I mean, girls aren't up yet. That was a loud one, wasn't it? Honestly, the noises are. Oh God. It's not. Yeah. It feels like if I've been ignoring something, they're going, for God's sake, we're going to have to get louder and more sustained. Otherwise she's never going to take notice. Good morning. Good morning, Kim. So I'm gonna shut the door. Is this my? Oh, hello, Corn. Sorry, I need to. I'm just sort of getting awake, so I need to carry on thinking about the fact that I'm meant to be making a cup of tea. Yeah, how are all of you, and how are your sales? Let me get a cup. So, thanks for deleting stuff. I just have to let you know if I had farted, you'd know about it because I'd be laughing. Yes, I had the doctor yesterday. I've got dentist today for that frickin' filling dig out, which is they've allowed an hour for. But I have confirmed with her that she'll be using plenty of pain relief. She has confirmed that she will. So yeah, and then I saw doctor yesterday. Oh, if you need another mod, oh yes, please, Gary. I mean, I just mod everybody, to be honest. Well, not the people that we're trying to. What? Add as moderator, yes. There we go. Thank you. Because sometimes I'm off talking and I don't even know what's going on in the chat. Did you get modded then? I think I did. You. Yeah, so doctors yesterday, and then I'm going to talk about reselling in a minute. We even got a couple of bits going out. And I was already booked in for an appointment next week because you're only allowed to talk about one thing per appointment. So it's like, oh, for God's sake. But the thing I was meant to be talking, have I still got my bruise from my blood test? Oh, it's just a light lemon now. Anybody wants an update on the bruise update? It's fascinating, isn't it, when your bruises change colour? And weird, actually. What is that? What's the colour going on under there? I've never thought about that. What's making it change colour? What's going on under there? It's like something going off, isn't it? So, yeah. So I was meant to be talking about the blood test, but I just marched in I said, right, I know I'm meant to be talking about the blood test, but I've got another appointment next week. Can we switch it around? I've got more urgent things to discuss. So she must have been like, oh, okay. Yeah, because I had plasmas. That plasma's doing the different colours. Bruises heal faster when... Oh, really? Yeah, so... Thanks, Limelight. I was just thinking, do I need to get in there? Oh God, all of our friends are in. All of our friends are in. Yeah, so I said, well, actually, you know that I've been taking antidepressants for donkeys, and things aren't that smooth sailing on the depression front. Never have been, and still aren't. So I said, well, once a year I think this. I'm going to try and come off them because they're not keeping anything at bay. So what's the point? And what if they're the thing making me really tired? I do this every year. So I walked in. She's basically said, lovely doctor, I hadn't met her before. She would advise me not to come off with them. I was like, yeah, I want to come off then. She said, well, I can't stop you. I was like, So anyway, we're meeting up again next week. She also wants to put up my patch dose of estrogen, which I said, well, I think I've got a solution to that. I bought some limb bedding. I don't want to encourage anybody, but I'm sleeping in my birthday suit. And it's really helped. Plus, it's a bit cooler outside. She said, just because you found coping mechanisms doesn't mean to say that's okay. I was like, oh, I guess you're right. So yeah, seeing her again next week, so that's an update on that. But yes, at the moment I'm just doing every other day escitalopram to try and see if, well, and then she also suggested trying something different. I was like, well, why don't we try nothing, well, getting down to weaning off completely, and then if it goes tits up, which it always does, I'll try a different one. So that's an update on that. And then, right, let's move over to the table. I've got a couple of sales going out. I did all right yesterday, actually. I listed a load of charms and some rings on V, and they went really well. Just need something to prop you on. Hang on, let's bring the sellotape over. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, let's chat. Well, I've only got 3 bits are going out because I was out. I did a drop off yesterday afternoon. So a little edgog, silver edgog, so cute, which came off of a charm bracelet, which I took off all the charms and sold them separately. Oh, it's a shame I didn't show you some of the stuff that went out yesterday. Really interesting bits and bobs. Some stuff I hadn't seen before. Anyway, the edgog's gone for £5 on my V. The bracelet that I showed you the other day that came out of that jewelry box where I found the gold, nice little, cleaned him up and cleaned her up, and she went for £8. Lovely, so in profit on that little pot already. And then this chunky monkey went for 18. A lot of interest on this. I mean, yeah, so these 2 were listed yesterday. This one was listed the day before yesterday. So 18 that went for. But this is the difference between, where did I get this from? I think this one came from an antiques an emporium. So I think this one came from an antiques emporium. So it would have been maybe an £8 profit on that, which is fine, because it was on V. So, but then this is kind of, I've got a sort of, like tricky, trying to weigh up whatnot all the time, because obviously I'm not getting £18 for this and whatnot. I'm getting 10. Well, I'm not getting 10. I'm getting £8.60, which actually would be a loss on this. Stick it on V, and in 24 hours, I got my money back and made, £8 to £10. So it doesn't make any sense, I know. Morning, Jane. Like whatnot for the smaller sellers, and I have seen a lot of sellers be on there, all over it, clothing sellers, and they're on every day. Maybe it's during their when they've got an offer on or something at the beginning, and they get reduced fees. There's all sorts of different offers over the months that have come out, and but I've seen some, that they're really trying to make a go of it, and then they just disappear. I know Sam's saying like she's decided to reduce her clothing shows. I don't know if she's pulling out clothing shows altogether, but she's still definitely doing her beauty because she loves it. But the clothing isn't working out, like profit. It's not profitable enough compared to putting that effort into other platforms. So let's sip of this. And it's a shame because it's a very enjoyable way to sell, and obviously it's so tricky, whatnot. Like the people that love doing the social media, or love, live selling, keep going, because it's so enjoyable, even though it's not very profitable for the smaller sellers. I mean, obviously the big sellers, it's a really sustainable, appears to be a very sustainable and profitable business strategy. I mean, the luxury pickers were saying in the Metro they've made 20 grand in the first month. So yeah, clearly working out, I think, for them. But I did have an email saying for feedback on whatnot. Yeah, what can they do, improvements and that. And I did say some kind of support for the smaller sellers, because obviously, like, we all enjoy the big shows, but there's also a lot of other sellers, and they are selling things. Like, you want a variety on there, and you want to be able to tune in at any time of day and find shows on. So it is about having a mix, and a variety of stuff for all kind of pockets. And so I assume everybody wants a mix on there. I think I do. So the feedback, some kind of support, just so that the smaller sellers can do it, because otherwise they're going to end up leaving, which is a shame. Anyway, so my latest thought was, I was thinking about doing it's probably a bad idea, but doing a £1 start show. Silver £1 starts. I can see this is going to go horribly wrong already, to be honest. As an experiment. So I've also we've been given the, I don't know if everybody's got it. I've got like an advertising credit. I don't know if it's expired or if there is an expiry date on it, of £25. So this is obviously not going to make more money by you being able to advertise your show as well. And so I've got this credit, so I can use that to help advertise the show as well, so to get more people in. I'm thinking about doing a £1 start show, silver. Let's see. Twisted, I'm worried about the Etsy investors meeting on the 1st of May. Fee increases or shop subscriptions might be on the horizon. Yeah, I imagine. If it's hyped so much, they're going to knock out small sellers. Well, same as eBay, I'll tell you what, in the short term, it could be very harsh, but things are changing. Because when there's platforms saying, yes, we will take business sellers, do you need to pay for a shop? No. Fees? No. People have to respond to that. And I mean, it's got to be a reflection in that. When did I have a last offer sale on eBay? I've got 200 odd items on them. When did I last have a sale? I don't even know. Did I show one? I don't even know when I last. That's ridiculous. And yet I've got 80, 90 bits on Vinted. And so how many bits did I post yesterday? 5 maybe. Here's another 3. It's like there's no shop fee. I know it's but Pro is coming and it's going to be the same. Depop, 0 fees. America, Macari, 0 fees. Sellers are not going to put up with, why should I list on your platform when you charge me a hell of a lot of fees? And it's more complicated, and you punish us. You punish us all the time. I had a message. Oh no, I must have had a sale last week on the bay because I had a message yesterday and literally I went, I can't open that right now. I cannot open it right now. I had a sale the other day. It's about that. I cannot open it. I was like, the anxiety, because you haven't got the backup with eBay. And I'm like, oh, now what? And then I thought, all right, just, and I literally sat back here and pressed the button to read. And then I could see the first two things was something that suggested they were going to be happy. And I was like, oh, and then I relaxed. I mean, like, that's ridiculous to feel like that about getting a message on a platform. It's created so much anxiety. It's ridiculous. So it's just not worth it from any point of view. So I feel like, well, I mean, eBay have already done it, haven't they? Oh, we're going to charge 0 fees for private clothing sellers. Oh, are you? Wow, where did that come from? That's out of the blue. What prompted that? Oh, you want to save the environment, but not if you're a business seller. But don't want to save the environment if you're a business seller, only if you're a private seller. Oh, right, of course, that makes total sense. I believe you. Twisted no shell. No £1 starts on your lovely self. Twisted, I'll let you know when it is. Come. Gary, I wouldn't. Oh, God, here we go. Oh, I will listen to you. I will listen to you, Kim. I had another holiday last week, not been listing on eBay, so 0 sales this week, my punishment. Yeah, exactly. This whole thing like, well, if you list consistently for 5 more months after being on holiday, then we might show your stuff again. Sorry, you're not allowed to take a holiday. Why'd you get punished for taking a holiday? It's ridiculous. What happened to, I have a thing to sell. May I put it here and see if anybody wants to buy it? No. You need to jump through 1,000 million hoops. You need to pay us for the pleasure. You need to pay us extra for the pleasure. When it sells, you're going to be paying 5 different fees you never heard of right back in the beginning. I mean, sod off. Sod off. So, and here's a random thought. So obviously, there's a lot of, it's very impressive that Austin Bethany did, well, I'm assuming that's not embellished, but it's the Metro. Do they? I don't know. It's a paper, isn't it? But I don't know how much the luxury pickers have confirmed what. I haven't even read the article. I just know that the headline is they made 20 grand in their first month on whatnot. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I thought about that, and then I started thinking. I said to Connie last night, I said, what would you do with 20 grand every month though? You couldn't spend it. And Connie was like, oh, get a car, and I was like, yeah, but that's 1 month. What are you going to do next month? What are you going to do with 20? I know that sounds ridiculous, but I was like, what can you do? You can't spend 20k a month. What? I know like some of it's going to go in taxes, but I'm like, it's too much. I thought it was too much. What would you do with it? And then I started thinking about Brewster's Millions. I mean, this is me showing my age, but yeah, Brewster's Millions. That's such a good film. And he can't, trying to spend all the money becomes a burden. I know that's like a privileged thing to say, but there is also a balance between not having freaking enough, and I feel like having too much brings its own problems as well. And it's ridiculous for me to sit here and think, oh God, what do you do with all that though? Because you have to be responsible, don't you? And I'm responsible with money in some ways, and in others I'm a bit like, how's it gold? Yes, Twisted Shell, promise us that you won't start your lovely silver at £1 and you will list it on V, make more money and be happier. That's really funny. What about 5 then? Could I do £5 starts? Would that be acceptable? Is that all right? What about if I just want? I know you're right. I get these things into my head. Probably good that I mentioned it, isn't it? I don't always listen, obviously. Didn't listen to the doctor yesterday either, but she was very nice. Steph, people who have a lot of money worry about losing it. That's true, actually. That is very true. And you know how, like, overgeneralizations, but a lot of people have a lot of money and like the tightest. Yeah, you're right, because they worry about losing it. But why? Because I keep saying to people, you can't take it with you when you die. Have you realised yet? Like, what, you're going to be buried in a gold coffin? What do you understand? Like, I just feel like on their deathbed, they're going to have a moment of clarity and go, oh shit, why didn't I help other people a bit more? Why was I so tight? Like, there's only so much you can spend yourself, and there's only so much that's going to help your own quality of life. And then what? I just don't really get it. Twisted, no. Oh, what? No to £5 starts as well. Jane, £10 start. I know that's a troll, but 20p start, and I don't think you can go down as low as 20p on Whatnot. Is pound the minimum? I guess there must be people. Is it? I don't even know. I guess no one's tried to go lower than £1, because obviously on £1, apparently you end up with 59p. So, and my little red envelopes probably cost me 20 odd p. So £10 start. See, the thing is, though, I've been doing £10, or maybe it just isn't viable for me. But I enjoy it. I've been doing £10 starts on the rings, and it's very hit or miss. Well, obviously, in fact, because I was pulling stuff out the drawers on my last show, and I suddenly thought, hang on, I'm pulling stuff out, I'm making a loss on these. I need to get a grip, because I get carried away in the moment. Oh, that's all right. That must be bathroom there. That must be moored up. Oh, I'm going to go, actually, because the girls are going to be coming in and getting breakfast, and probably don't want me on here, them trying to pour cereal in a bowl. Yeah, Maud's got history mock as well. She's well nervous. She's fine. Twist Elon, you do it? No, you've been told. Oh, okay. You see what you mean? You can see where I'm going, though. A lot of people have this thought, like, hang on, we sell the big sellers and then we'll start getting £1. So maybe if I do that, I'll be like them. No, you won't. You just sell everything at £1. Right, yeah, I'm going to go. I'll leave you with those thoughts. Should I have anything else of interest to say? Probably, but I'm going to go. Oh, God, wish me luck at the dentist. Yeah, let me know your thoughts about anything I've said down below. Oh, hello. I can't work your name out right now. I think I need glasses. Hope she gets on well with a mock, thank you. Twisted, you have a bigger audience on V, and oh no, hang on, I can see a spanner on Limelight, so maybe I hadn't spannered. Who did I try and spanner earlier? Was it Gary? I tried to spanner someone, it didn't work. Sorry about that. You have a bigger audience on V and probably repeat buyers that are waiting for you to list more. I've got a lot of followers on V, but I've been encouraging people as well, like on here, and saying, listen, I know you buy from me other places. It's even cheaper to buy from me on V because I do it cheaper. So please follow me there, because you're going to get a bargain, and I'd prefer it to be on V, and for me as well. What was I saying? Oh, Gary does have a spanner. Oh, yeah, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I know I've had repeats on E as well, but it's, I don't know what's going on with eBay. It's just dying, isn't it? But then also, of course, I do have regular buyers on Whatnot as well, so you can see how it can build. And if it's only one shop a week, I mean, the thing is, I've got things like earrings that I could start well, I will lose money at £1, but it's good to. I mean, some stuff you can do as loss leaders as well. Maybe if I do a variety. And I've got some stacker rings as well. Yeah, maybe if I do some loss leaders. Oh, I don't know. Watch this space. Right. Thank you for joining me at this early birdie hour. And thank you for using your spanners, and just put your clearance and Whatnot. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? Can I start that at Pound Twisted, or is that also not allowed? Let me know. Have a good day. I'll see you later. Oh, bye-bye, don't die.